Let me zoom you in a little bit so you don't look so far away. Okay, so today I filmed a makeup tutorial and a first impressions on the new Wet n Wild foundation, the Dewy one. And I want to apologize for the lighting. I did have my ring light on at one point and it was just too bright, like it was washing me out. And I'm actually in front of a window, so the light kept going in and out and in and out. So I apologize for that. I'll figure it out eventually. But yeah, so if you want to see my thoughts on the new Wet n Wild Dewy foundation and concealers, just keep watching. Okay, so I'm gonna first start off by using that Clinique Moisture Surge moisturizer that I showed you, that I got a sample of from Ulta, and then the Morphe Hydrating Primer. Okay, so here I'm just taking the Jordana concealer to conceal any spots that I feel like maybe the foundation won't cover, like any blemishes or dark spots from scarring. To go in with the star of the show, and I did use a beauty blender, but the second time I used this foundation I used it with a brush, and honestly it looked good either way, so you can use whichever you're comfortable with. You'll be able to tell, but here is where I had kind of decided that the Wet n Wild concealer, the Photo Focus concealer, was good, but the coverage just was not all that I expected it to be, and that's why I went in with the Jordana concealer as well. And I'm actually glad I went in with the Jordana concealer because the Wet n Wild one was just a little too light and the Jordana was closer to my skin tone. So I feel like it kind of just evened me out a little bit. And also I did want to add that I love the doe foot on this Jordana concealer a lot more because the Wet n Wild doe foot applicator was just a tad too stiff for my liking. And let's be real friends. Let's get real close to my face. So typically I use a concealer day to day for eyeshadow, as an eyeshadow base. But if I know I'm going to be wearing my eyeshadow for a long time, I won't use concealer on my lids. I'll actually use an eyeshadow base, like a primer. But day to day I just use concealer. It's easier and cheaper. Just to set under my eyes, I'm going to go in with the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. And then to set the rest of my face, you should know by now, I'm going to go on the Coty Airspun Loose 7 Powder. And I believe it's in translucent neutral or naturally neutral. It's the one that has just a slight amount of coverage. And I did not film the rest of my face because I did film an eyeshadow tutorial. So I just finished off my face and then started on my eyeshadow tutorial. But here are my final thoughts. It looks amazing. Like, this is probably the most impressed I've been with a foundation recently, high-end or drugstore. It does have a dewy finish, but it's not so dewy that it's tacky and you feel like you're gonna wipe it off. I also did use a mixture of the Jordana Take Cover Full Coverage Concealer and the new, I think it's new, pretty sure, Wet n Wild Fair Neutral. It's a photo focus concealer. If you want to see a tutorial on this eye look, keep an eye out for next week and I'll definitely have that. I already have it filmed and everything. But yeah, overall, super impressed with that foundation. I actually really liked the concealer combo together. I probably wouldn't use the Wet n Wild on its own because it's not quite enough coverage for me. But yeah, I'll have all the products listed below. I will see you in my next video.